taxi trips with a twist. Dayton, Ohio, the birthplace of aviation, about to break ground on a new production facility that will build an all-electric aircraft. The company, Joby Aviation, also delivering its first electric air taxi to the Air Force for the first time. Joby's head of product, Eric Allison, is here now. Eric, thanks so much for joining us. I feel like I'm living in the Jetsons. This is very exciting. I saw that you have a facility out in California where I normally am. So I have to ask you, just right off the bat, my reaction is, how is all of this going to work in the air? Are we going to have aircrafts flying around like we saw in the Jetsons?
Yeah, so thanks for having me on. It's really exciting to be able to talk about all the progress that we're making. And actually, yeah, so we're designing this entirely new class of aircraft to be able to take off and land like a helicopter vertically and then fly like an airplane super efficiently and super quietly, very importantly. And it'll operate in the airspace with a professional pilot, just like small aircraft do today. And except that you'll be able to book it through an app, integrated into Uber, through our own app at Joby, and get a ride to the airport or to wherever else you're going way faster than any way you can move right now.
Hey, Eric, so I'm in New York City. There's like a helipad right by where we live, you know, helicopters taking off and landing. It's so loud. Okay, there's like so much wind blowing everywhere. It's really, really disruptive. And I'm thinking about like something like this landing in a parking lot. How in the world can you do that with all sorts of people around? I mean, this thing's got to be like magnitude different from a helicopter. Am I right about that?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is dramatically different than a helicopter in terms of the noise profile of the aircraft. And we've done a lot of hard work over the last 10 plus years to develop the technology to make that possible. But at the same time, you're going to take off and be able to get in and out and take off and land in these aircraft from designated infrastructure areas. It's just that they'll blend into the background noise. And we've actually done testing with NASA, and we published some data last year to prove this, to show what our noise profile is. And basically, for an equivalent sized helicopter, the acoustic footprint, the noise profile on the ground as the aircraft flies over is 100 times less.
Wow.
Eric, 3 questions, but real quick. How soon? How safe? How much?
So we are working hard toward our target of commercial launch in 2025. We have some fantastic commercial partners that we're working with that will be bringing us along in that journey. We have a partnership with Uber. We have a partnership with Delta that will be able to actually launch to consumers and bring this new kind of magical way to get to where you're going to life in that time frame. So we're targeting launch at something like Uber Black pricing in terms of a per seat type of structure. So it's actually going to be something that's pretty accessible, particularly for the folks that really value time and are able to kind of use this type of transportation on a regular basis.
And real quick, Eric, you know, I'm thinking about when I drive, right? There's signs, there's roads, everything like that. I know exactly where I'm going to go. How is the infrastructure going to work to make sure that this is safely happening in the air?
So one of the things we've worked really hard on is to design this aircraft to actually integrate into the existing system. So we have a very well-developed aviation system in the U.S., the world leader in terms of the overall kind of size and scale and safety of the aviation system. We're going to integrate into that. We're going to have professional pilots that will operate these aircraft just like pilots operate any other aircraft today. And so we'll be able to integrate and work right into the system with no new rules coming into place to let us actually do these types of trips on a regular basis.
All right, Eric, thank you. Thanks so much for that.